those in those days are not returned. The land is called the Gberefu Island. So in those days, any slaves that go to the Gberefu Island, they have no hope of returning. Just because we are not saved, we are going there, and definitely we are going to return by God's grace. Amen.
My name is Elizabeth Labinto and you're welcome back to Talk with Liz YouTube channel. So we are at the Gberefu Island.
Hello guys, welcome back to Talk with Liz YouTube channel. So on this episode, we are at the Gberefu Island. Gberefu, okay. We are at the Gberefu Island. It's a place where slaves come. In those days, when slaves come here, they don't have the hope of returning, and that is why it is called the place of no return.
So guys, right here is a signboard at the Gberefu Island with the description Badagry slave route. This is the route of the journey to the unknown destination, original slave route. According to history, slaves are brought batch by batch to this particular destination because a single boat cannot convey all of the slaves. So after bringing here to this particular destination, they are being lined up on a single line because of the chain that will be used on them and because they will walk on a narrow road. The road is not as wide as it is now, and the place was full of forest then that the slaves are even being attacked by wild animal. Whenever any slave is being attacked by wild animal, instead of getting first aid treatment or instead of the slave being treated or be defended, instead of that they will rather give out the slave to the wild animal and they will let go of the slave. Then in those days, the white man cherished their chain even more than the slave. Right here is the second stop point for the slaves called the Spirit Attenuation Well. So guys, let me tell you a story about this well. This well was built by the African slave traders, not the white master guys, but it was built for a reason. Now, during the early slave trade days, while taking the slave to the unknown destination, most of the slaves will never comply. Like, they prefer to rather lose their life than to be taken to wherever for slavery. While dragging with the white slave masters, some will be killed so that others will comply. But instead of others to comply, other slaves too will rather say, we will die, you better kill us here, than for us to go to an unknown land for slavery. So a lot of slaves are being killed, and at the end of the day, the remaining slaves that will make it to the point of no return will be very few. And this continued for a very long time before the white slave masters then complained to the African slave masters that if you want us to continue this business with you something must be done about this. So after the African slave master listened to them, so they decided to dig a well. While digging the well, a lot of charms has been added to the well that whenever the whites are taking the slave to the point of no return, they should ensure that all slaves drink from this particular well. That whenever they drink from this particular well, they lose their memory completely for about 3 to 4 months. They forget where they are coming from, they forget where they are going to, like they forget everything totally. But they gave the white men an instruction that they must not drink from the well, that the well is meant for only the slaves. So that is why the well is being called Spirit Attenuation Well. So right here, I was with my tour guide. We're still on our way to the point of no return. I mean, this is foul. Our forefathers are really trying, because even on those parts, the walk path is full of sand, and you can imagine the kind of pain they'll be going through. They are being chained on their arm, on their leg, and even the sand will be very hot. It's like the kind of trauma it is then. Anyway, thank God for life. And the tourist guide was gisting me about a slave being traded, 10 slave being traded for schnapps, 10 slave being traded for mirror. So if you've not watched the part 1 of this slave trade episode, it's still right there on my channel. You can watch it after this particular episode. As you can see, we are still on our way. We are still going.
We've gotten to the point of no return in Badagry. Oh God, it's been a long journey here, guys. From Gberefu Island to this place, man. It's not an easy walk.
It's a really long journey. And that two pole standing, that two pole signifies the point of no return. A new project is being carried on there. So I think the federal government are trying to make the place more beautiful for us. So these two poles right here signify the point of no return. That two pole. Once the slaves cross through the poles, that means they've crossed the point of no return. At the back of the pole, a small boat is made available for them to convey them to the seashore across the waves, where the big ship are with them. So therefore, their journey continue to the unknown destination, because through the ocean, they can be taken to different parts of the world, and that is why it is being called the unknown destination.
Hey guys, we are going back because we are not slave. As I told you,